What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final regular season edition of Let's Hoop. Y'all know who I am, CEO, sitting here with Talkmaster, aka SN. We got a crazy packed show for y'all tonight. A lot going on, some interviews for y'all to watch, top 10, everything y'all know and love about this show, and of course, the trash talk. All of it coming tonight on Let's Hoop. All right, brother. Well, that groove, right? The groove gets it done. Like, it just still 10 episodes, 10, 11 episodes later, whatever, still gets it done.
The groove still fly.
Still gets it done. All right, so, hey, it's going to be a dope week. It's going to be dope. That regular season over with.
It's over with, bro.
It's over with. So, hey, you know what? Let's not belabor because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Let's get right into the top. Hey, top 10 was crazy this week.
Man.
Yo, y'all got to watch it.
It should be top 15.
Should have been about top 15. Yo, top 10. Come on, let's do it. Top 10. So, yo, top 10 was crazy. First and foremost, everybody just decided to go dunk crazy. With last week of the season, like everybody just say, I'm gonna get mine in.
Yep.
Shaq got him a dunk in.
I ain't seen that all season.
He dunked once in the All-Star game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He dunked once in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
But Shaq got him a dunk in. Nick got him a dunk in. Like, everybody was dunk crazy.
Dunk crazy. Steve, though.
Hey.
Hey, you remember on
When they were jumping
ESPN?
in.
You remember on ESPN when they're like, what? That's what it was. A what? I was like, man. Ooh, that was nasty,
That
bro.
was nasty.
That was
Bro, Steve was slippery like
Yeah.
that, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And then, doggone Khalil.
Man,
Khalil, who made you mad for that game? That's what I want to know. Like,
So I'm just letting you guys know we are drug testing him. It hadn't come back yet. Hadn't come back
He
yet.
can test the steroids.
he got to be on steroids. So that boy, I mean, he was mad at everybody. He was knocking on his own players.
Oh, yeah.
Like his own players.
The one that the tech came on, he actually sat with his own player.
His own player, which shouldn't have been a tech. Come on.
Yeah, nah, you let that go.
Come on.
Refs.
Come on.
Let that go.
But anyway, yeah.
We digress.
Who said that? Steve should be higher.
Steve should have been hired.
Who
Hey,
said
you know
that?
what? I
can't
couldn't tell who said that
on
either.
the thing.
On the thing, stuff is in our way.
Yeah.
But anyway, but no, I can agree with that. I think Steve, he could have been.
That was pretty nasty.
Could have been hired.
It was pretty nasty.
It was pretty nasty.
Producer said
the
that.
The producer
said that.
Yes, agree. We agree with you, Mr. Producer. If y'all comment enough, he might make it. I'm gonna stop egging him on. But then the shot K-Roll hit.
Lance said yes.
The shot K-Roll hit though.
Man, so the funny part about that is I was like, man, since we about to talk about that game anyway.
We segued right on into that.
So I was like, man, it's over. I was like, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was like, man, K-Roll he was crunk. You can tell. I mean, you look at him, he was like, oh, he might have said some words. It's like, oh, and I was over there like, man, this is crazy, man. This dude, like, got his own rebound, went back, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, it's over with. And then
TJ said Solomon's game-winning block was nice, too. It was.
It was.
For sure.
But, bro, the Panthers pulled that out, bro. They pulled a rabbit out of the hat, man. Kudos to you, Panthers, man. Good job.
But you know what, though? The whole gym knew what was about to happen, though.
Yep.
Because they really only had enough time for, like, a lob or something that had to be quick. Like a lob putback. So, literally, everybody's yelling, box out, box out. K-Roll shot as the player of the year. Look, this is my quick scan face.
I don't know. TJ's layup might be the one that went ahead on us, but we'll talk about that later. Because that was
I think K-Roll. It was a bit more dramatic though.
It was dramatic.
It was a bit more dramatic.
But good lord,
that man had the whole court jumping at him.
He did.
Because the whole gym knew he was shooting it.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
K-Roll get the ball, he gonna shoot.
So yeah, I think TJ, I might rock with you on that, bro. I think so. So yeah, that was a great game. All the way up, to the end. I definitely think you box out Solomon, you win that game because not only did he put up one shot, but he got his.
He said both was tough.
Yeah, they were. Again, it's to take nothing away from TJ's shot, but I ain't gonna talk about that one yet. That's later in the show. But Solomon not only got one shot attempt at it, but he missed it and got a putback, and that's where it's just like, oh, you don't let him do that.
But he did what he's supposed to do. Even in that game, I think Solomon did a lot more of what you would think he would do.
It didn't make top 10, but he actually had a nice little post up.
Exactly.
He had like a post up, and he did like a dribbling little spin move and a shot. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I think, like I said, if he stays on assignment, he's a dangerous player, man.
Agreed.
Like all day. So gotta give him his credit.
Agreed. Totally agree. Well, look, we got a special guest to come on, man. We got a special guest that we got to talk to.
Talk about the top 4 out of the 10, I think, something like that.
Yeah, the Chargers. This definitely, you know how a lot of times, I think the Wolves they ruled the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think Geno decided the last week he's gonna rule top 10, but the Chargers definitely ruled top 10 this week.
And they're 10-0.
And they're 10-0. So we're gonna bring on our special guest, Coach Corin. What's going on with you, brother?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's good, man? Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the first thing we gotta do is congratulate you, brother.
Yep.
You get a slow clap. Slow clap for that one. Y'all are 10-0, brother. 10-0, fam.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that, because I know, and you can kind of briefly give us, your journey, to get to this point of being 10-0, because you inherited this team. This is not, I'm sorry, you inherited some parts of this team, and then you had to build the rest.
Yeah.
So, talk to us a little bit about that and what it's taken to get to this point of now being 10-0 and the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, just we started off with a core. Like when I took it over, it was Baker, Jamon, Vontae. Some of the names that really been around for real in the league. They been Chargers from the jump. And last season, KB, you know what I'm saying? Adding KB to it, that really got us to where we was supposed to be last year. 6-4. Really a couple minutes away from the championship. Just couldn't finish. And this year, you know, brought some new faces in, just added to what we already had going. You know, Leak, Shaq, Cam, Corey. So it like, you know, that's all it was. Jason, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
He'll shoot it. He'll shoot it.
Yeah. Now, but like, you know, but then again too, like, you know, just gotta also shout out, you know, like just some of the other guys that don't really get too much, I get like notoriety, you know, the Mondos, my Erics, you know what I'm saying? Like them dudes come to play like every game for real. So really just putting in the work. I told you like earlier this season, like just get stronger with what we already had and just make sure it all work. And I just say like if it don't fit, we ain't gonna try to make it fit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
So I'm gonna put you on the spot. Lance said the Chargers really got an all-around team. Yes, they do.
Truth.
Yes, they do. I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. So, you know, you and I have had a side conversation as well.
Yeah.
And you talked about how if you look at what the team is made up of,
Yeah.
it's made up of players that kind of were, you know, everybody else kind of gave up on them. You know, players or had their own preconceived notions about, you know, these players. And you said, nah, I'm going to prove everybody wrong. And I'm going to show them. And Shaq said, go green. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq in the building. Shaq in the building.
Yo,
But yeah, you know, you said, no, I'm going to prove everybody wrong. And I'm going to let everybody see, like, no, this can work. Let me show you. Talk to me about that and your decision, you know, to make this work.
Already, man. Shout out to the big fella holding it down, tuning in. But yo, man, like when you look at like, okay, for instance, like when you look at like just certain players, like I'm already knowing because I hear chatter, you know. So, you know, it might be, oh, he been in the league too long, or he done kind of fell off, and he might be a problem. This dude's selfish. So it's like at the end of the day, I just felt like we always was just kind of like outsiders. Like I'm like, y'all really didn't want these people, and even when it came to the draft, it was like I was just hearing a bunch of rah-rah about this dude, that dude. But I'm like, I mean, you know, you just got to know what you're trying to do as far as like build your team. So, and I think them guys will tell you straight up, like we ain't really worried about what you say, but we do feel like, yeah, we might not be the team that people weren't really paying no attention to. Like, I mean, wasn't nobody really studying the Chargers, bro. If we just be all the way honest, like we were just the Chargers. So, and I'm like, a lot of dudes on the team kind of felt like that. Like, they really ain't, like, they kind of like forgot. But then again, it's like, we ain't really done nothing at the time to kind of say that you forgot anything. So, we were just like, we're going to make them know if, you know, that's kind of the whole MO. So, really just a bunch of hungry outsiders trying to go get some gold. That's really what the mission is.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? To just so the viewing audience can know, like, yeah, he's right. It's been like a, you know, we was just the Chargers. Nothing really said about it. I remember last season, Baker specifically, when the Redhawks played the Chargers, he was like, yeah, we get 2 minutes per episode on Let's Hoop. 2 minutes. They talk about us for 2 minutes. We're going to give y'all something to talk about now.
Yeah.
And you know, last season, you know, y'all didn't get all the way there to the promised land. But this season, oh, man, listen, when you talk about giving something to talk about, let's talk about something, because it's going to be a little bit of what we talk about later. How do you feel about the fact that y'all have 4 of the end of the season superlatives and awards that you could get? There's potentially 4 that y'all can take home for the Chargers. Y'all have a potential MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have 2 potential
Rookie of the year.
rookies of the year.
Okay.
6-man.
Y'all have the 6th man of the year. Well, the potential 6th man of the year.
Okay.
And then a potential coach of the year, too. You know, we ain't talk about that one. But a potential coach of the year.
Yeah.
How does that
Hard to
feel?
argue with 10-0. Hard to argue with that.
It is. How do you feel about all that?
I mean, it's like this, like, you know, and I'm saying it like humbly speaking, like, you know.
No, talk your talk. You 10-0.
But look, okay, like if that's the case, then we gonna take everything that's ours then. Like,
there we go.
Like, you know me, I be chilling, bro, but like how I feel be different than how I might spill it. But like, if it's ours, yeah, like we gonna go ahead and take that. Now I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't gonna sit here and say I came into the season saying like, oh, we just gonna clean sweep, or we gonna clean sweep all the award. Like I'm not gonna sit here and cap like that. But I'm like, we just set out on a road to where like we trying to get to the championship. We trying to get us, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get the big one. And so it like, if we can drop the top on the way, we gonna do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So the only thing left to do this season, y'all have killed the regular season. The only thing left now is that championship.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about that. How y'all feeling about this playoff? So I believe it's not officially locked in just yet. Never mind. I was about to say it's locked in. So depending on what
they're locked in.
They're locked in. But depending on what these Wolves and Savages do, that's going to determine who you guys are going to be playing first. But with either opponent, how are you guys feeling about that and looking forward towards that? What's the mindset?
Same thing, man. Same mindset. Like we did stand on 1-0 every week. That was always our thing. Like we're gonna go 1-0 every week. So we never circle games. We never said we can't wait to play such and such. We never really was on all that because that don't really matter. You just gotta take care of business like the next week. So we definitely stood on that. So now it's like if we just really be honest, like everybody is really 0-0 for real. You know what I mean? So it like we do gotta kind of just get back in that mindset of like, all right, look, everybody even, everybody back at square one. So it's it's just the same mentality. But like just to pop it a little bit, like, if you been in the way, our whole mission would just say, like, just get out the way. For real. Like, and we gonna do it respectfully. We ain't gonna play no bully ball, we ain't gonna do none of that. But it's like, we trying to get somewhere. So if you in the way, you just in the way. And I'm saying that respectfully. But like, I'm sure y'all feel like that. But yeah, just
absolutely.
Hey, I feel like he's singing a Ludacris song. Ooh, get out of the way. Get out.
Hey, James said 07 Patriots. Okay, 07 Patriots.
Look, you know what's crazy though? Like, okay, like I like when he said that, but like I don't know if y'all big college football fans though. But I kind of like, I don't know if everybody remember like that 2019 LSU team. Like,
oh yeah,
they had like Joe Burrow and all that.
Yeah, I remember them.
But see, like, didn't nobody see that coming? So that's why I just kind of feel like we ain't really in no dynasty type move right now. But like, we just kind of came out of nowhere for real. So it just kind of remind me, since he want to go football, you know what I mean? Shout out James for that. But I always kind of see her like, we kind of just out the blue, not really, wasn't nobody really seeing that coming. So we just gonna take it for real.
James said y'all got to stay locked in. Y'all had more than a few close games. So it's true.
Yeah. I mean, you ain't finna just blow people out. You gotta be real. But like, but I mean, of course, like, if you ask me honestly, like, am I 100% satisfied with every game? Absolutely not. No. Like, I ain't never really 100% satisfied with any game that we play. Even the way I coach, for real. Like, I don't just be sold on it. So, you know what I mean? As long as we get better and we win by doing it, I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah, Lance also said too, y'all gonna get 2 of those awards for sure. Coach of the Year and Rookie of the Year. The others are questionable. Well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see.
Hey, man, look, Corey, man, first of all, like I said, I know I'm a coach. We kind of enemies, but we frenemies. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? Undefeated champs got a nice ring to it.
Ring. Play on words there.
But nah, man, like, Corey, for real, man, like, I know we kind of, like, in this battle, and, because we coaches, we kind of enemies. But to be honest with you, man, I just want to let everybody know that me and Corey, man, we talk offline a lot, man. We real cool. And dude, I wanted to just congratulate you. And I see that you guys do play with a chip on your shoulder, man. And that has really carried you guys. I mean, I feel like what you just said about you guys, like, kind of being, I guess, quote unquote, nobody to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It really has to put y'all over the top. And also, man, I want to congratulate you on your journey, period. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember when you were like the assistant. You know what I'm saying? You were the assistant coach. And you've also matured a lot, dude. Like, a whole lot. In your demeanor, in your attitude, man. So, because on this show, we don't just, talk basketball. And in this community, we're not just about basketball. We're about brotherhood. And I just want to let everybody know that Corian has grown a whole lot. And this guy is, I mean, he's got our back. And then he doesn't agree with everything we do either. And I really like that because he pushes the envelope. So I really, really appreciate you Corey, for just being you, man, and growing with us, man. So I just want to congratulate you and just tell you I appreciate you, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all, bro. Like I said, man, and look, I ain't gonna do no justice too. Like, let me shout out Ken, cause Ken was the one that kind of like brought me into the league, and and I'm just kind of up there doing what I'm doing. And two, I gotta shout out JT. Got to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a right hand when it comes to green. So at the end of the day, like, I ain't gonna leave nobody out. And if I did, you know what I'm saying, that's on me. But yeah, I'ma stand on it.
Yep.
For sure.
There's one last thing we needed to talk about, though.
Absolutely. And when Scott said that, we don't only talk about basketball. Hold on, I saw our producer's icon. Mr. Producer, did you have something you'd like to add, sir?
No, I mean, I just wanted to thank Corey because of the culture that he's built on his team. I do know other coaches don't really understand what that means.
Yeah.
They may look at you having JT and you having other coaches there and see it as a disadvantage. Can you speak to what it's like and your mindset when you went to put not just your team players together, but also your coaching team and that culture that y'all set?
Well, yeah, I mean, so like when I first got there, it was it was Ken. I was just really just coming around helping Ken. Like, this before we had t-shirts, like we barely had jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just kind of just doing, just doing what I do, and just kind of getting a feel for people too. So it wasn't just like, oh, I went and got like just two professional coaches or anything like that. Like, JT was there. I had actually set out a season. So when I came back, JT was the assistant. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back in, Ken went over to Global. So me and JT, you know what I'm saying, we just started rocking, and like we bumped heads a lot in the beginning. Like, and then like a lot of these players, even when I first started, like the Vontaes and all of them, like, I'm gonna be honest, Vontae, my boy, I couldn't stand Vontae in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of them do. I'm just like, bro, I'm not really going for you and what you got going on. But it was like, over time, you start to get to know people, and you just realize, bro, we just trying to win. So, like, and then Champ used to play for the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's like,
the original.
Like, bro, you can be valuable at the end of the day. So bro, I don't have no ego. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like our table big enough over here. So, we got plenty of seats at the end of the day. So you want some gold, you already know where to be.
Love it. So you said what now?
I finna start popping it. You shouldn't have said that. I was trying to be humble now.
Look, we're gonna go to the next thing. Suspect says, salute to all the teams that made this far. The league has grown beautifully. Job not finished. Stay tuned for the playoffs. I promise you, my Wolves got something to say. Hold that thought, Suspect, because we go into the Wolves a little bit later. Vontae from Most Improved.
That's enough.
No, we named that one.
Yeah.
Gotta be locked in. Any team can win a win or go home scenario. It's true. Like you said, ain't nobody blowing nobody out. But hold on. We gotta talk about this last thing. We gotta talk about this. So, in the Chargers Savages game, towards the end of the game, there was an altercation. And I'm be honest with y'all, for me, this, because of, if you truly know, like myself and Scott, if you know our hearts and know what we are, the whole reason we do this, you'll understand why I say what I'm about to say. But what happened on Friday was probably one of the most beautiful moments of the league this season for me, because it allowed us to really tap into our true mission, which is bringing us together, as men, black men, whatever you want to call it. Like, it really allowed us to tap into our mission of bringing us together and projecting brotherhood forward. So it was an altercation, and Juan, he said, y'all know how it gets. Game gets chippy. And Khalil was sitting on the bench. And Juan said, you on the bench. Well, we all know what bench sounds like from afar.
Right.
And so, I'm sitting watching the situation. And I'm like, wait a minute. Khalil thinks he said one thing. Juan said another thing. They're jawing at each other about something that was really even non-existent. Like, we ain't even mad at each other for what we think we mad at each other for. So I pull Juan away, and I'm like, hey, like, what did you say? Because I thought you said, you on the bench, and he was like, yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this whole thing is a misunderstanding. Like, he thinks you said such and such, And immediately, like, and this is why I can appreciate grown men. Because immediately, as soon as Juan realized it was a misunderstanding, it was like an instant snap out. It was like, oh, well, that's my bad. Where he at? Like, let's.
He said, I want to talk
Like,
to him.
I want to talk to him. Like, let's get it together.
Yeah.
I went outside. Very same thing to Khalil. Hey, Khalil. So this is what he actually said, bro. I know what you thought he said. But trust me, grown men. Y'all hear me say all the time. Grown men don't play with that word. But this is what he actually said. And Khalil, again, instantly, oh, my bad, bro. Like, yeah, let's straighten that out. Right. And then it's not that we had to walk them together and straighten it out. We cleaned it up, and I just happened to look over, and they dapping it up, hugging it out, whatever. Hey, my bad, bro. I thought it was this, it was that. It's all love, whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, yo, that's what we do this for. But for me, it was more about bringing understanding to the moment, because it's a phrase I live by. Understanding is the path to reconciliation. Like, if you can understand something, there's a greater chance to reconcile the situation. And them two brothers, they took the time to understand what actually happened, and they moved right past it. They left that jam as brothers. And for me, that means everything. So, Coach, what were your thoughts on just that whole scenario?
Like me and you talked about it. The other day. So yeah, like you said, bro, it's just understanding, because you can easily misunderstand somebody. And, it could have went there. Like, it wasn't that close. I mean, it wasn't that far
right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, once everybody gets some straightening on it and realize, like, oh, okay, it really wasn't even that for real, then you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad it didn't end up, getting to that point though. But it just go with anything like in life. That ain't just on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for real.
And if you think about it, when you parallel it to life, I just think about I've known Khalil since he was in college, while I was in high school, and that's growth. We were about to hit one time. Yeah. But and that's why also I wanted to take this moment also to issue a thank you to Khalil and to Juan, because like I said, y'all handled it like grown men, like especially realizing that it was a misconception, misunderstanding. Like grown men, y'all. I've seen that same situation in other scenarios, and they like, well, we still ain't coming together. I still just want to hit, and I'm like, pride and all that other stuff, and it was like, no, y'all grown men about it, and from Scott West, we thank y'all for that, and it just made me think about a lot of other situations, like how many of our young black men are in scenarios and situations like that over misunderstandings, and like, you ain't even fighting for what you think you're fighting for, and now you done lost your life over something that this ain't a show to preach on. But anyway, Coach Kyle, you close this one out.
Man, it's good. This is a good place to go to commercial. But in all seriousness, he's right about everything. And like I said, we preach brotherhood, and we just had to point that out because we talk about basketball, but we do got to talk about those scenarios and how our basketball has affected life, and how our brotherhood has affected life. So that's good. I think we can do a commercial break, man. We good.
Commercial break. All right, commercial break. We'll be right back. Talk about Sunday. All right, so Sunday, get right into Sunday. So the first game was Global Impact and the Titans.
Right.
Corey, did you watch that game?
Global Impact. No, I don't think I caught that one.
Okay, cool. Well, you want to start with Global and Titans?
Yeah, we can. One thing I will say, I do want to talk about Global. I hate for a team to go 0-10. I know how the Bulldogs felt when it happened to them. But I really, really, really think that Global is going to go somewhere. They're in a situation to where they have, so for instance, Trajan. Trajan, he used to kind of hold the ball himself. He used to try to do it all himself. I feel like he's not doing that anymore because he feel like he has help. these other players is coming. Then Travis coming back from injury. I mean, he's not even full strength. So I do think Global, once they solidify just a few spots, they really need a big. But once they solidify a few spots, man, I mean, I think Global's gonna go somewhere. I mean, even though they lost, I still see that, see that hope in them.
Yeah. Barlow plays, it's a different season, though. I still think Barlow plays is a different season.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I definitely think Barlow plays is a different season.
But on to the Titans, though, I do want to give Tyler a shout out.
King said Global just needs a little time. Yeah.
I want to give Tyler a shout out because what Tyler is doing with this team is he ain't taking no jump. He's not taking no jump. I mean, I'm not even gonna name players. I'm just saying he suspended people. He basically said, "You guys got bad attitude. I don't want you. You're not playing for the rest of the season."
I'm gonna give clues, and they can figure it out if they want to. This person started the game with like a 30-point game. Started the season. With one game, and then like a 40-point game, and was arguably he was their top scorer all season long. And because of attitudes and different things like that, he literally suspended this person for the last couple games. And I'm like, bro, like, you are making but see, that's creating culture, though.
That's culture, and that's principle.
And that's principles. Like,
I mean, so shout out to Tyler for doing that. I think he ended up with six players there, I think. So, let me see. They know who it is.
No, sir. Okay, Kiana, I'm still gonna let them say it though. I'm still gonna let them say it.
Right.
Unless y'all want to say it in the comments, y'all can write it here.
Y'all can, but we're not. But anyway, I just think it speaks to his level of trying to make that team come together, and they won the game with 6 people. Eno has a split finger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he couldn't play. I mean, but those guys came together and they won, and I think that's a good highlight for the end of their season.
Agreed.
And I do think that team, the way Tyler has it going, I think if he sticks with those principles and get the pieces that he needs, I think that team's gonna come up.
I agree. I totally agree. I've had some side conversations with Tyler and Backus, and just kind of what I was very curious about their plans moving forward. And I think that James said Titans next season. Watch out. Look, I believe it. Based on what we talked about, what they said they plan to keep, how they want to move forward. I'm like, if y'all do that, y'all move in that direction, absolutely. A completely formidable team. Both the teams that played those first 2 games are not what their record showed. Shout out to the team. We in it next season. Tyler. Yeah. I believe it. I totally believe it. So they're not what their record showed. And again, if you plug and plays here and there, they're definitely right back in the mix. And then we're gonna go to the next game. We go to
You talking about you guys?
Blazers and the Red Hawks.
Man, I'm telling you what, man. I'm gonna talk a little bit. Man.
I'll let you start.
Y'all was playing a powerhouse.
I ain't gonna talk crazy yet. Go ahead.
Y'all was playing a powerhouse. Powerhouse team. This team only lost 1 game. But as I told some of the guys, and I told Coach Miguel after the game, I was like, this really was a trap game. It's 2 things that had happened. Number 1, for me, I don't think they had anything to play for. You get what I'm saying? They didn't have anything to play for. They already in the second position and all that stuff. So they really, didn't really have much to play for. Number 2, I believe they was like, it's the Red Hawks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Red Hawks. We can beat them. So when you have that type of mindset and you go out there, you definitely can get beat. Now, on the flip side, the Red Hawks was like, we need these worms. You understand what I'm saying? The Red Hawks were hungry. The Red Hawks came out. They know they're not going making it to the playoffs. They know all of that stuff.
Talk to him, TJ.
What does that say? Red Hawks will be top 4 seed next season. Listen, the Red Hawks came out with pride. The Red Hawks came out and said, we're ending this season on a good note. The Red Hawks came out and said, I don't care who's standing in front of me. We're going to beat it. Period. And I think the Red Hawks had that mentality. And then we got old man over here. In this league, like to me, you still a young man, but in this league, you're older. So I have to say that. You know, all these people talking about you last week, talking about retirement and all that stuff. So that was all on you. So I think you had a little chip on yourself.
Yeah.
But defensively, offensively.
Oh yeah, it was also said that there is. Where is that person, by the way? Because there was a particular conversation I wanted to have with you. Now that I'm actually here, but I don't see them in the chats this week. So go ahead, continue.
But I think you had a pretty decent game there, sir. You know what I'm saying? You was like, yeah, he was like, I gotta tell these cats something. But what does that say? Toast with jelly. But nah, for real. Like I just think the Red Hawks just came out there with more fire than the Blazers. I'm not gonna sit here and just say.
You remember Lance said we lit next season. Wouldn't have been to play. We would have been to play if I ain't missed that Fabulous game. I won't debate that. We needed him in that game.
Hey, that's true. That's true. You did need him. But I just think the Red Hawks were hungry. I think you guys came out and just was like, man, we gonna take this from the Blazers. And I think the Blazers were kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna try to come back in the end. And I just think it was too late. I think the Blazers tried to catch it.
Hey,
they weren't catching
I appreciate it. TJ. Appreciate you, my guy.
Who was that? TJ?
That was TJ.
From the Savages. From the Savages. Yeah, that last game when y'all was all up in each other.
Hey, listen, that is why me and TJ go at it like that because we here, like that's my dude. That's why me and TJ was at it like that.
But nah,
he said Lance was super too. Boy,
yes.
Lance back to what the Blazers. Yes. I was like, oh my God, that baseline. Oh my Lord.
So listen, kudos, Willie King. I know you on here, you listen. Kudos, brother. Kudos, Darius. Kudos, everybody on the Red Hawks team for not just turning in and just saying, man, you know, our season over. Kudos to you playing hard and doing what you need to do to get that dub. That was a big win. Even though you're not going to the playoffs, it doesn't matter. That was a big win. So kudos to you guys. You can take it from here because I know you.
No. You know what? Actually, see, here's the thing. I was gonna talk a little crazy because it was gonna lead with y'all put some respect on the Red Hawks thing because like they been talking crazy about us all season. But you know what? I'm seeing the comments. I'm finna lead in a different direction. So I'm gonna take a more humble recruit. But no, seriously though, we got up for the Blazers. It was like, you know, again, they'd only lost one game. You know, we were hoping that the Savages, you know, were gonna get the Chargers. They won loss. And then, you know, to us, you know, we wanted to beat the team that couldn't be beat either, you know, in the Blazers. Because the only game they lost was Black Ice, right?
No.
Chargers, that's right. The only game they lost was to the Chargers. So my thing is, because they played Black Ice in that game. I remember that.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. Which will be the series. But anyway,
which is going to be the series. We're going to get there. But yeah, like we got up for that game. It was like Blazers is a great team, though. Nevertheless, Gino only had, but he had.
Is that Lance?
That's Lance, yeah.
But I think the over-under, though, I think he won.
Yeah, he won the over-under. He was only supposed to have 10, and he had 14.
Yeah.
So, almost. But I'm still happy with the job because, I mean, he had 40 the game before, and I was just like, can't do that again. I love you, Gino. You my guy, but bro. Not 40. But anyway, it was a good game overall. You know, we played great together. Like I said, I really wish we had this group all season, just so we would have had, or even like a couple of games earlier, just so we would have had a little bit more time. Because I agree wholeheartedly with Lance, a game here or there, and we in that play-in tournament. So there was that. I also feel like, you know, with the Blazers, now I ain't gonna lie, I am gonna talk a little crazy about one thing. Lance, I respect you, my boy, but it wouldn't have changed the outcome. We was on a mission that day. I disagree because, to be honest with you, we were in control of that game a lot of the game. Honestly, we just fell apart at the end. Look, TJ, no, he my guy. Gino said he was resting for the playoffs. All right, I don't want to hear none of that because this is W and L in the column. I don't want to hear. I can talk about my finger being broke all season. We can't talk about, you know, coulda, woulda, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, I just, you know, it was some crazy talk, like, you know, it's just the Red Hawks. We gonna rest players and we gonna do this. It's just the Red. So there was that. It's just the Red Hawks talk before this game, and we heard it. So we was just like, well, if y'all do decide to do that, y'all gonna wish y'all had it because we're gonna beat the brakes off y'all if y'all disrespect us like that to do that. But then they brought their whole arsenal, and it was just kind of like, like that's what we want. Like we want the challenge because that is a formidable team. Like, they got one of the deepest benches in the team. You think you done played everybody, and then Tristan comes off the bench. You're like, God. Or Brandon comes off the bench. Or Debo comes off the bench and hits shots. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they are formidable teams. So it's like, nah, we want y'all best. We want y'all best shot. So, you know, definitely, it was a fight game, and that's all we wanted. You know, we just wanted a good game. So, got to give the Savages their props. They made plays down the stretch. Absolutely. Like I said, towards the end, like, we fell apart and they capitalized. We fell apart, they caught fire, and it was crazy. Ooh. And I ain't seen him in the chat all night either. So, DJ, so it's all season long. They was going to drag us not to show up. Ooh. Where you at, DJ? You quiet. We've been looking for Hollywood. Where's Hollywood at?
I ain't seen Hollywood. Hey.
Respect. You know what it is, brother. Respect. That was a great game. That's what you saw. I hit you on the chest a couple times. We walked by like, that was a good one.
But I mean, once again, shout out to Miguel too. I mean, that team did well this year.
I'll tell y'all something. Miguel is a better coach than people give him credit for. Period. He was getting a haircut. Not just a cut, not a shave, because he knew he wanted to bet. But back to Miguel. He's a better coach than people give him credit for. And if you actually listen, from where I'm sitting, I can always hear what he is saying. Right. And if you actually listen to what he is saying and telling his players and all this kind of stuff, listen, he is not just standing over there with good players on his team, because honestly, it can be harder to coach a bunch of good players than it is other players. But no, he's a better coach than what most people give him credit for. So shout out, respect to you as well, Miguel. So so moving on to the last game of the night. Ooh-wee. So first of all, we're gonna talk about definitely Miguel be coaching for sure, just from our talk. Absolutely. Yes, he does. He definitely does. Joshua White, coach of the year. Hey, we have to see. We'll have to see. But Black Ice and Wolves. First of all, the first.
Airy music and stuff.
I think that was for you. I think the producer did that just for you.
He tried to rile me up and get me to say some stuff.
Oh, he did.
That's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to get you riled up. Trying to get you riled up. But you know what though? I feel like your riled up energy would not be towards Black Ice. It would be towards, but we'll get there. Wait, we'll get there. So first of all, 2 OTs. Crazy. 2 OTs. Y'all boys was throwing haymakers at the end, and neither one of y'all would fall. And it's just like, bruh, come on. Like y'all throwing all these haymakers like it's 10 o'clock. Can we go? But and I think that's how the refs felt for real. So I'm gonna start. Oh, there he is. I don't know about defensive player of the year because we got to see. But we were just talking about you, DJ. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and give this little for the whole weekend. The refereeing was horrible, absolutely deplorable, detestable, and all the other words we want to bring out. Refereeing for the entire weekend was bad. It was literally a sequence in the Chargers Savages game for like a minute stretch. I just watched them fall over each other for like a minute. And it was just like, and no calls were made. No. It was like, boom, 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 trip, fall up in the air, catch, thrown down the court. He tackles that person. I'm sitting here watching this and I'm like,
see what James said.
Refs were ready to go home. Wolves were rocked. And which brings me to that final point. Absolutely. Miles was fouled. I'm sorry. Like, if you go back and watch it, I ain't rooting for one team either way or the other. Like, shoot, let the players finish the game. Ref, don't you finish it. Let the players finish the game. If you know something is a foul, call it. Especially in a game like that where you're deciding who is going to the play-in, who's getting that last spot. These dudes been battling for 2 extra overtimes. Like, come on, bro, let them finish fighting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, it now. All right, I'm sorry. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it. Like Dion, he's always been pretty solid. He's been with our regular crew, but the others, like some of them calls, like it was trash. I'm sorry. So the refs, if y'all watch the show, I don't know, but it was trash. Sorry, it was trash. And then so the last play of the game, I'm gonna let you elaborate on that because they were ready to go home. Miles definitely got fouled. Actually, got fouled more than once.
Twice.
So I don't know what you talk to me. Actually, you know what? I think we have a video. Yes, we do. We have an interview from Dez about that. So let's actually hear from Dez. Danny caught up with him after the game. Let's hear, how Dez felt after the game when they took the loss.
All right, so right now we have our boy Dez from the Wolverines. How you feeling right now, Dez?
Not feeling good. We're sick right now. Had some tough calls, but we got to find a way to just finish the game better. We put ourselves in that position. Can't rely on the refs. We got to finish the game.
Well, we see that you're going to the play-in. So what are your strategies for the next game?
We just got to improve on defense. We can't continue to give up 100 points. The last 2 games we gave up 100 points. So it's win to go home right now. So we got to give it all it takes.
So how are you going to motivate your team to make it in?
I think we're motivated enough by what just happened right there. So we're ready to go.
All right, y'all heard it here first from our boy Dez with Wolverines. Thank you so much for the interview. All right, see you soon.
All right, so what's your thoughts on that, with what Dez just had to say?
He's right in saying we're motivated enough by that. So before I go into the referees, I'm a good sport. I think Black Ice played a heck of a game.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ice, you did a great job. We missed some free throws down the stretch that we shouldn't have missed. You guys hit some free throws down the stretch, So the little things in the game is really what really hurt us. So I don't want to take anything away from Black Ice at all. I spoke with Coach. I spoke with the players. I said, "Listen, man." I said, "What did he say?" We had Ray Charles. But what I told them was
telling y'all this
basically.
Season, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut before I get nothing to say.
That's true. Because when TJ said something about it, but what I told them is I didn't want to take this great of a game away by talking about the referees, and I just wanted to congratulate them on their win. And just on a great game. Period. I think Black Ice and us are pretty evenly matched. We just got kind of that tit for tat type thing going with our team. Suspect went down. That kind of hurt too. Because I think he was doing a good job on Rodney. But it's just, man, I don't mind losing the game. Losing the game. Don't get me wrong. I hate losing, but it's not to the point to where I'm gonna have an attitude towards somebody. But I don't mind losing the game if it's fair. I hate losing the game like that. That hurt. And I know the referees are ready to go home. That's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, and as Tyler said, we missed a lot of free throws and had some turnovers down the stretch. So if we wouldn't have put ourselves in that position, to have to depend on a call from a referee, you know what I'm saying? It might have been a different thing. So
need to have challenges in the last 2 minutes of the playoffs.
Man, I'm telling you, man. But see, the thing about a challenge, and correct me if I'm wrong, can you challenge a non-call?
You can't challenge a no call.
See what I'm saying?
There has to be a call. Hey, and y'all do realize, do you not one coach used their challenge this year? Not one coach used their challenge this year. Ooh, James said RJ could have won that game twice.
Well, look, we missed free throws. I think a lot of people missed free throws. It was just, I know RJ's was kind of at the end. That did kind of hurt us, but
King said he tried.
But like I said, nothing against Black Ice. Black Ice did a great job. Black Ice won the game. Nothing against them. I don't want them to think that I feel the same way about them.
I was told we didn't have challenges. Oh no, it's clearly in the rules that the coaches have a challenge. Yeah, that's in the written rules.
Oh, he said by the refs.
Oh, see, that's that moment where y'all do come to me and be like,
yeah.
Darius, talk to the refs. See, that I can do something about.
Right. But about their calls,
I can't do anything about that. Yeah. But I can't. The rules, I can do something about that. Yeah.
But I don't want this to be all about the refs. We're in a situation now. We got to play in. Against the Savages, which is a formidable team. We actually barely beat them the first time we played them. And that was without Steve. So I just want my team to focus on the Savages and focus on one game at a time. So that's what we got to do. We got to win, and that's the plan. I am sick to my stomach about that game, but it's over with. I mean, we can't take it back. So it is what it is. So He said,
He
I
said,
did.
I
There's
did,
no
there's
do
no
nothing. Hey, Lance said, refs, you suck. Refs, you suck.
But yeah, nah. And to be honest with you, here yet again is what I love about our league. The fact that, and this is what makes us here yet again different from other leagues, with our rosters carrying over, our franchises carrying over from season to season. We build rivalries and matchups that you look forward to.
Right.
Last season, like y'all were y'all in Black Ice. Y'all were in the playoffs. Matter of fact, y'all's last game of the season was crazy. And then y'all's playoffs, that series was crazy as well. And lo and behold, y'all met again at the end of the season, battling for something else yet again. So I think it's safe to say, Wolves, so before I get here, I got to ask, are we playing pro rules? Yes, we've always been playing pro rules.
Yeah.
Yes. But, it's safe to say that Black Ice and the Wolves, like, that's a rivalry.
They're the new Heat.
They're the new Heat in a sense. Oh, yeah, because it used to be the Heat and the Wolves, but yeah. Now I thought you were talking about in terms of, like, formidability, because right now the Chargers got something to say about that.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying there are new Heat.
Gotcha. But yeah, I think that's really dope. I think that makes for, great Sky West basketball. You got these things where it's like you look forward to them playing. My bad. Can I have the playoff comment? We'll send all that to you. We ain't gonna do that right here, right now. But anyway, so we're gonna take a commercial break unless there was more you want to dissect about that game. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Black Ice though before we go. We gotta talk about Black Ice in some other ways too, because their players came to play.
Yep.
So welcome back, Rodney, first and foremost, whose presence was felt per usual, in any situation. Welcome back, Rodney. Big James. Right. And I call him Big Game James because, to be honest with you, don't get me wrong, and this takes nothing away from anybody else on Black Ice. Everybody did, what they needed to do to contribute to that.
Oh, you gonna talk about the corner three? Is that what you want to talk
about?
The
corner three, like, that's the thing about veteran players, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Scott Chill. What you mean, TJ? What you talking about?
What am I chilling about?
What are you talking about, TJ? Elaborate, TJ. Elaborate.
Am I not chilling?
I don't know. Elaborate. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Elaborate, TJ. But that, like, the veterans, veterans are always there. Like, in the moments that they count, veterans are always there. If you watch James and you know basketball, you know why James is really effective on the floor. He's a floor general. He plays smart. He will finish the shots that you need in them big moments. Free throws. I mean, just whatever it is, like, James will be there and will do it. So definitely shout out to James. Shout out to TJ, who is still killing. He put the game away, but he's nursing injuries and all that type of stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, again, a great player. Of course, the big fundamental. I mean, what else can be said? Like,
that's his name.
The big fundamental. Like, I mean, that's the guy you want, the former MVP.
Speaking of him, I don't know if you saw this, but he just got his black belt in, I think, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I know that's off topic.
No.
I just actually saw that on Facebook. So congratulations to you, man. That's a big achievement. A black belt period is a big achievement. So
congratulations.
Yeah.
On the Heat comment, watch it. Man.
Really, TJ?
You know what?
Really?
What?
Hey.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna talk just a smidge on the jump, just for you, TJ. I don't think he was on the team at the moment. I don't think he was on the team. We put the Heat out of the league? Did we not?
Well, what he's saying is the Wolves beat them, and that was their last season in the playoffs.
Yeah. So
I wasn't gonna do it, man. But
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying because who else beat the Heat?
Nobody ever.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, back to let me see. TJ for MVP. I kind of been harping about that this season.
And matter of fact, let's go to another interview that we had because the big fundamental did an interview with Danny. Danny caught up with him after the game, and he had some things to say about the season, and he chimed in on the MVP conversation too.
Here we go.
So let's talk about that just a little bit.
Got my boy here, Josh Black All right, so we have my boy here, Josh from Black Ice. All right, how do you feel about the team performance leading up to the playoffs?
Oh man, listen, it's been dicey all season, but I think now that we got me back full time, we got James back full time, We got Rodney back full time, and everybody talked about how we were dead. I think y'all need to relook at the team that we got now. The team y'all were looking at all season.
Welcome back, Rodney.
It ain't the same. And secondly, they were talking like we were dead, man. We 8-2. Everybody talking like it was over with. Man, the coach has been doing a beautiful job. We're excited. We're excited to see what happens.
So what do you believe are your key strengths to the team?
Hey man, TJ for MVP. All these other guys they talking about, they had a full team stat. They traded for new guys, all that. TJ been here the whole season. TJ been keeping us afloat. TJ the only man that's responsible for a team that was less than being in the top 3. So TJ is the answer to all those questions right there.
All right, so how do you plan to maintain the focus and manage any pressure that comes your way?
Ain't no pressure. When you the champ, man, everybody's trying to come get you. We've been getting everybody the best shot all season. And everybody's really excited about the wins that they got against us. And now they get a chance to see what it's like when they play the whole team.
Well, you heard it here first. My boy Jock on Black Ice. Thank you so much for your interview.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right.
That's some solid talk, man, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
That's some solid talk.
He real confident.
But I mean, again, he has a point. Like the team is whole now. That's why I said the Chargers MVP trophy is questionable because of TJ. Yeah, it's definitely There are toss-ups. There are definitely toss-ups. Lance said no lies told. Pressure bust pipes or make diamonds. That's right. That's true, Tyler. So I guess we're gonna see which will be the case. When it comes to this weekend or when the playoffs begin because boy. It's going to be crazy. So, let's go to commercial real quick. We're going to go to commercial real quick. And we're going to come back and we're going to talk about these playoff matchups, play-in and playoff matchups for next week. And then we're going to talk about these end-of-the-year superlatives to close the show out. So we're going to let y'all just kind of do like a little pre-weighing in on what y'all think, what people should get. So let's go to commercial real quick. We'll be right back. First and foremost, we got the play-in.
Yep.
You guys versus the Savages.
Mm-hmm.
You guys barely beat them the last time without Steve. Mm-hmm. Not sure who he is, but some guy named Steve. You guys barely beat them without that guy, and now y'all have to deal with that guy, whoever he is. Yeah. How you feeling about that? What's your thought process on that?
Let the beautiful story begin. That's all I got to say.
Man, you can't say something poetic like that and then just stop right there. Like, man, elaborate. Let the beautiful story begin.
Hey,
no, elaborate.
Listen, man. One game at a time. We gonna create this story, and that's our job. This story wins. One game at a time. Till the end.
Oh, so you're saying, one story wins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're saying y'all coming out of that play again.
Man. What kind of question is that?
Okay.
Listen, that's my team. I know who my team is. I know what we on. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We have to. What choice we got? Because if we lose, guess what we doing?
What's that?
We going to Barbados, man. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what we doing. Cancun on 3. I ain't trying to feel it, bro. I ain't trying to feel it. So, hey, if y'all looking at this show, Wolves, you already know what it is, man. Hey, let the hurt feed the hunger. Right.
Hey, y'all hold up on y'all. I see y'all putting in the chats already. We gonna talk about all these. Hold on. Wait. And repost these when we talk about them later, so we can elaborate. All right.
But I'm gonna take that hat off though. Take that hat off. Put CEO hat on, and just once again, I have to say, Savages ain't nothing to play with. So
no. Put the other hat back on.
I put the other hat back on.
I'll talk about the Savages.
You talk about the Savages.
I don't want to hear this nice stuff.
Hey man, I gotta respect them though.
No,
I respect them.
Sure,
That's all I'm saying is I respect.
For sure. But yeah, on the Savages side of things, again, they are formidable. They're a formidable team. I'm thinking that their team's gonna be back to full strength too. Get Wilson and DJ.
You know if he coming back?
I
hope he is.
don't know if he'll be back. I'm hoping he'll be back by then. I'm not sure if he'll be back yet. They've been missing Rod these past couple games too.
Yeah, they have.
Staggers. Yeah, they were missing Staggers these past couple games.
They've been hurt, or what's going on here?
Nope. But either way, the Savages are formidable. You know, who is he? Steve. You know, I mean, he had the first 11 in the game by himself. In that last game against the Chargers, that dude had the first 11 by himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, and we all know what TJ gonna give you night in, night out. My encouragement to TJ also, I'm giving him an assignment or a challenge rather, since I like challenging people on this show. Defensively, I want him to lock up on defense. I'm challenging him to guard Josh or Suspect, lock him up. Savages. James said the Savages losing. Well, yeah, y'all can go ahead and weigh in on who y'all think gonna take that first one for sure. Y'all go ahead and weigh in on that. But yeah, I'm challenging TJ because I know he's gonna bring offensively. Like he's a bucket. I already know he's gonna do on that end. But defensively, I'm challenging him to lock up whoever the quote unquote star. Because that's the thing about the Wolves. It can come from a lot of different places. It can be Josh one night. It could be Dez one night. It could be Suspect one night. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be a lot of different people. So I'm challenging TJ. Like, hey, whoever the star is, you go lock them down. Star on that team. You star on that Savages team. One of the stars on that team. Yeah, I'm a because I know my boy on. Like I'm gonna put that challenge on his head for sure. But I definitely think that's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a gritty game. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's gonna happen on that. Yeah, James saying the Savages losing. TJ said thanks. Not a motivated TJ. A motivated TJ. Listen, that's the problem. And he said challenge accepted. Boy, let's get it. So yeah, I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Then we go to the 2 and the 3 seed, which is our championship rematch.
So I do have a little bit to say about that one.
Okay.
So in the championship, Blazers got blew out.
Blown off the floor.
The season, Black Ice got. Mm-hmm. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, I may be wrong. Did they not have their, no, they didn't have James. But they had everybody else, correct? Because they played close to the beginning of the season.
Yes, they didn't have James. No.
They didn't have James, no. which is a key player. Mm-hmm. But Blazers spanked that behind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now that they have the full team with James, that's a toss-up, man.
It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up.
Atkins said Black Ice is losing. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though, the Blazers are ready. Like, cause I was talking, you know, Josh and a couple other players, you know, whatever. And look, Josh, I hope I can spill the beans a little bit, bro. But my boy, that is why he's one of my favorite players in this league, bro. Cause this dude is a no back down type of. You remember the game against Black Ice? You talked junk before that game. Yeah. And he went off in that game.
He thought I said a certain thing
right, that
I didn't say.
Yeah, he thought,
hey, Miguel, say I said something again, I guess, to motivate him, because I didn't say it, but no. Dude, he was mad at me and wanted to show me who he was.
Man, listen, he made a loud statement.
Yes.
So. Now, that's a good analysis, too. He said that Black Ice had to find their identity with the addition of Penn and Deshaun. I can agree with that. Because last year, you know, they had Fletcher.
Yeah.
And, their system was locked in last year for sure. And then they had to make some adjustments this one. So, yeah, you know what? I'm with it, Lance. That's a very good analysis. No, come on the show, man. Let's talk some basketball. Anyway, but yeah, so I think, but my point with Josh, the Blazers are ready. Josh remembers that blowout from the championship. He ain't forgot it.
Yeah.
And so I ain't gonna put all this business out there, but I'm just gonna say, look.
Yeah.
The Blazers are ready.
And which Gino will we get?
Ooh, that is the question.
Which Gino will we get?
Because if we get the Gino that played y'all,
the Black Ice and Joe.
That's
all I'm saying. So.
James said, yeah, he tried to talk crazy to me on the bench. I remember that too.
Oh yeah,
James was on the bench.
Yeah, they were talking.
I
remember that.
Yeah. Tyler said he's going for the defending champs, but it's definitely going to be a good game. No,
it's going to be good games.
Oh yeah,
with an S.
a good series.
Yeah.
It better be. I know that. You better not get swept. But then I need that whole 2 out of 3. I need all of them. I need all that basketball.
Yeah, man.
But Gino versus Rodney.
See, the thing about Gino, I believe he gets up for the players with the big names.
That's true.
And see, Gino, I think is tired of being complacent, and he wants to go overseas too. Rodney has made that journey. Congratulations, by the way, Rodney.
Congratulations, Rodney.
But he has made that journey, and he's that player that kind of Gino kind of gets up for. So I'm wanting to see.
TJ said, I got the house on Rodney.
Ooh, the house.
The house,
The
yeah.
house.
You got the house.
How many bedrooms? I'll just play it out there.
No one mentioned in the X Factor Gary. I don't think it's in like a disrespectful way. Like we talk about Gary every episode.
Yeah, we do.
You know, and pretty much saying that he's probably the best 3-point shooter consistently. You know, him and TJ, it's a toss up between him and TJ. And I said it's a toss up.
Ooh.
I said it's a toss
There's
up.
another one out there too, though.
The one on my team.
I'm talking about that number 5 on the Chargers, boy. He'll shoot it. He been splashing. You cannot say he ain't been splashing, bro.
Hey, listen. He will shoot it, yes. But you know, Jason's all love, bro. You know you know. But I think when we're talking about Gary and we're talking about TJ, like,
so you think they're that far above?
They won't just shoot it. They are shooters.
I got you.
And not to say Jason is not a shooter.
But he been hitting them shots though.
But that's like their specialists though. Like they're like, and then you gotta throw Penn in there too. Now that I think about it, you gotta throw Penn in there too.
Hey, just a recap. We rewind about 3 weeks ago. He hit 7.
Hey, but you know what though? TJ said though that Jason did light them up for 6 threes.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Everybody, listen.
Everybody can't be the best.
They can't. I'm saying he's up there. I'm not saying he's the best. But you gotta put him up there.
Okay,
with them cats. That's all I'm saying, man.
For sure.
Gotta give him his props.
For sure. All right, so look, let's keep moving. Because we gotta get to the wrapping up point of this show. Because we don't want to take up y'all whole night. But so and then depending on the results of the play, both ways. So say you guys, let's be honest, the playoffs is a different animal. It always is. Of course, it always is. You guys get out of the play-in, and you guys are going against the Chargers first. Let's talk about that in that matchup. And y'all weigh in on that matchup too. What y'all think? If it's Wolves and if Wolves and Chargers in that other playoff series, I think that's going to be another dogfight. I think that's going to be a coaching challenge for you because of the way you're going to have to sub to match their size. Especially when they have Khalil, Baker, and Shaq in the game at the same time.
Yeah.
I think for any team in the league, that's tough size-wise because you got your length, explosiveness with Khalil. Mm-hmm. You got your length, scoring, inside, outside from Baker. Mm-hmm. Then you got your length, inside, outside from Shaquille as well.
Yep.
So
then you got one of the smartest point guards in the league.
He plays
60 out of 100 miles an hour every time.
That's what he
always calm.
Yeah.
Always chill.
Then you got he'll shoot it. You got.
Yeah.
I mean, you got.
And he'll shoot it. Plays defense too.
He plays defense. You got. You also got Jamon. You know, their glue guy, their heartbeat. Mm-hmm. He will give you a bucket as well. Like, I mean, it's a formidable team.
Yep.
So we got that series, and then let's say you guys don't make it out, then you got the Savages and the Chargers.
I think all of them would be gritty, man, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Savages just played the Chargers. What was that score? Chargers won by what, 8?
Yeah, it was a gritty game.
It was a pretty close game, man.
I heard he'll shoot it, lock it up. I heard he'll shoot it, lock up. He does. He locks up.
He's a defensive player, for real.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that kind of snuck up on us. I think we took notice of that really in the Black Ice game.
Right.
When he played good defense on TJ. Right. But beyond that, I didn't even know him to be a defender like that. But he's been showing it ever since then. Like, he's
like a gnat, bro. He's like what's old boy? He left the Lakers.
Pat Bell?
Pat Bell. He like a Pat Bell type better shooter. But like a Pat Bell defender though.
Yeah.
Like he's in your face.
Yeah.
always poking at the ball. Doesn't mind getting a foul call on him. It doesn't change the way he plays.
Yeah.
He still plays hard. So, I mean, it's a formidable team, man. But we played them pretty close. Now they didn't have Khalil when we played them. So that's a whole another dynamic. But you're right. Man. I mean, they're pretty stacked, man. They're pretty stacked. But like I said, just a beautiful story. One win at a time, man. That's
He
what
said
we're
it's
trying
like
to
a
do.
Jody Meeks. I'm not 100% knowledgeable on Jody Meeks. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll give him that. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but I mean, I think all the games are going to be exciting. The fact that we play back to back, it really becomes more of a chess match because you can see the game and you're like, okay, you can immediately know what mistakes we made. How can we fix it? You know what I'm saying? And that goes both ways. So.
TJ said Robert Horry.
Robert Horry.
For he'll shoot?
For who? For he'll shoot?
For who, TJ?
Robert Horry didn't play defense, TJ. Robert Horry read newspapers, and then he went to the corner, the three, right? And with about 5 seconds left, and just stood there, and then they passed it to him, and he hit the shot and went all about his business. That's why he got 7 rings, more than MJ. So you know what I'm saying?
James said, I like the defending champs every time. Black Ice over everybody. Great season teams, front office. I enjoy the league. See y'all at the top. Good night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, that's why we got to wrap this show up. Everybody ready to go to bed.
Me too.
Me too. All right, well, look, before we wrap it up, we're just going to talk about this real quick. And y'all make them comments come in quick so we can talk about it. End of the year, superlatives. So we're just going to talk about some of them. So the first one we're going to talk about is most improved.
Okay.
So your first, I ain't saying who I'm gonna say people in the running for it. I'm not.
Well, Vontae is gonna be one of my top picks.
Vontae will be one of your tops. He'll be one of my tops too.
Yeah.
Who else will be another one of your
Most
tops?
improved.
For most improved.
It's hard to say, man, because a lot of players. It's just a lot of new people.
It is a lot of new people.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think Solomon would have to go into my most improved.
Yeah.
category as well. Because of every season that he played, he has not had like he wasn't always Solomon block your shot right.
He wasn't.
You wasn't always.
He
calling
gained
him
that nickname this year. So.
Oh, he said that was a joke, but much love, Jason.
Oh! I was like,
TJ, my bad. That went over right here, TJ. My bad. But yeah. So
I would say yes. I would agree with that.
He said Vontae and he said Larry too. Vontae and Larry. Bless is most improved.
You know what?
Listen. Bless is another one.
Now I will say one thing about Black. I'm gonna say one thing about Black Ice. I'm gonna poke him a little bit. Man, they ain't gonna call out nobody else but their players. They ain't gonna call nobody else out.
They being good teammates.
They being good teammates, but boy, they don't.
I don't know if I agree with Larry though.
No, I think
because Larry has always been like. Good last season, like. Larry was carrying us last season. So I don't even know if I can say Larry has improved. Like, what was it to improve? Like, I feel like he's still doing his thing. But, all right. So, most improved, we got Vontae. We have Larry. I'll keep it in there. Vontae, Larry.
I'll say Bless, though.
Bless, absolutely. Yeah. And, bro, let me tell you about Bless real quick before we move on. If you actually, like, go to... He has, but he's been doing much better. Touche. He's talking about Larry.
Okay.
Touche. If you talk about Bless, like if you actually go and sit like at a Black Ice practice or whatever the case may be, and you actually see Bless like actually get loose, bro. Bless is actually sneaky, bro. He's sneaky good, bro. Like it's like
he to himself. Like he'll be over there in the corner doing all these exercises and stuff.
And dancing. You see him
dancing, doing all that stuff.
Bro,
then he come in the game with a straight neck. he gonna listen. He can make a bad play offensively and be the first one down the court defensively
and get the steal back.
That's him. That's Blessed, man. So gotta give him credit.
All right, so that was one. Mm-hmm. Coach of the year.
Listen, and I have to say it like this. Last year, we gave it to Miguel. Miguel had the best record. That's the way I see it. I think that, going from 6-4 to 10-0, speaks for itself, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I understand y'all saying Coach White. I see.
Now I want to.
You know,
Corey and hard to argue with 10-0.
Yeah.
Coach White, he was missing a lot. So that was
that's another one too that might be
an argument
yeah.
because he was missing a lot of people. Joshua wasn't at some games.
Rodney wasn't at
Rodney
most games.
wasn't at most of the games. He won the ship with a new team. Oh, he's talking about last season. But he was like, yeah, it's hard to argue with 10-0. True. Lance said Miguel also. Because again, Miguel's a formidable coach. Like he wasn't. It ain't just. You know,
I think those are the three though.
I definitely would say that those are the top.
I think those are the three. You know. So,
yes, Big Game James was out as well.
Really, James? So you talk about yourself in third person now? That's what we do.
Coach White, Coach
Corian. His name is Corian. Dang, the disrespect.
I'm sorry, I was being a little immature. That was funny, Coach Corbin. Anyway, yeah. So I think those are the three: Coach White, Coach Corian, and Miguel. So those are definitely top three.
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Solomon.
Block your shot, Ray.
He in there. Darn.
Gotta put DJ in there.
I had to put DJ in the
Gotta put DJ in
conversation.
there. And again, like if you
Lance said Miles.
ooh, wow, that's not a yeah.
See, I'm not like everybody.
Nah, man.
I don't name my own players.
You a
so
CEO, you're a CEO hat now too. Like you gotta talk about your people too.
No,
man.
Miles is he's that dude, bro. He's that dude defensively. Josh blocked that shot, Ray's brother.
Right, I was about to say, you can't call him. TJ said autocorrect killing me. Autocorrect killing. Hey, cool, TJ. Cool. That's funny, though. Miles for Defensive Player of the Year. Josh from the Wolves. Yeah, so you got both the Ray brothers that could be.
Yeah.
You got DJ. Who decides this? Coaches should be the ones voting. They are.
Who else? We talked about him earlier. I mean, I
like to be honest, Miles.
Who said that? Oh, hold on. Well, listen.
Hold on, James. To your point, yes, the coaches are the ones. Coaches and myself and Scott, yes. And Zach.
I might. It's two names that may not. One of you may be like, okay, the other one may not be. But Jason, he's a defender. Like I like Jason. TJ for Black Ice. Don't nobody pay attention to his defense, man. He plays 94 feet of defense almost every play. So
Khalil, they added Khalil and Bless to the list too.
You can't add Bless. Khalil, the only thing about Khalil, he didn't play all the games, did he? He missed some games.
He only missed a couple, but when you're talking about Defensive Player of the Year, you're talking about defender. Like, hey, this person's getting off. Go over there. Not to say Khalil can't do that, but I don't think that's his role on the team.
No, it's not.
I don't think
that's Jason's role.
That's Jason's role.
It's Jason's role.
Yeah. So I think our most consistent ones have been Miles, DJ. Lance said Lance.
God, you guys are third person.
So do shot blocking wings count for the award? Again, when we talk about defensive player, we talking about like that's what you're mainly known for. TJ, you a bucket, you mainly known for. But DJ, block your shot, Ray. Other block your shot, Ray. Miles. We can put CEO in the. I wasn't gonna say it. And I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't gonna say it, Tyler. I feel like I didn't do it for long enough. I think I showed that towards the back half of the season, but the first half of the season, I don't think I was doing that. So that's the only reason I wasn't gonna put myself in that category. But
for y'all that don't know the history of the league, this guy used to play with me.
Yeah, I was a Wolf,
and he was my pit bull. I'd say, hey man, he's scoring too much. Go take him. So he can play defense.
That's why this is my favorite award because I'm like, I'm like, I want to see who's gonna get this one because defense got a special place in my heart. Anyway, all right, and so that was defensive player of the year, rookie of the year.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the
That's
one.
the
So
one.
I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it out there.
Okay, go ahead.
We know the ones from the
Me and
Chargers.
Darius screwed.
We know the ones from the Chargers. Got Shaquille and Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And one of my favorites, the guy that don't say much, Isaiah Penn. Those are kind of my top three. Those are my top three. Not in any particular order, but I just those three right there, I think, has made a difference. I will put a shoe in, but because they didn't win much, I like Nick.
That was gonna be.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like him. That would be a shoe in, but they didn't win that much.
Now let me ask you this though: they also did not win that much, but can you throw Amari and Nigel in that conversation as well?
I was trying to go through these teams, but yes, Amari and Nigel, yes.
Who are they saying? Penn or Malik?
And you
Gary,
know what?
Gary also.
Gary is a rookie. I don't think he has been as impactful as the other rookies.
Which one?
Like Penn.
Yeah.
Especially
Lance said Nigel for sure.
I'm a big Penn fan though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am, man. Like I just have just watched him play. So I think to me, between him and Malik, no disrespect to Shaq, but I think Malik is the engine of that team. You understand what I'm saying? So that to me, I think is him and Penn are up there. Because Penn is not even like the main guy on Black Ice, but he's still like he is very important to that team.
Formidable, yeah.
Yeah.
He got a point.
Yeah.
He has a whole point. Record shouldn't matter. K-Roll and all that. That's actually very true.
So I said that about Nick. So let me explain. K-Roll last season was scoring.
Yeah, you could not have disputed that. Like,
yeah, it was like
he was literally having to score 30 for them to even come close to him.
Right.
Like every game, he couldn't take a game off. So
now, granted, though, it's a good argument because guess who else was in the run?
Who was that?
Suspect.
Which is very true.
He was a rookie last year, and who did he carry?
Global. It's true.
So I mean, it is some.
It's
a valid point.
He said, definitely Nigel, don't sleep on my boy Walt from the Titans either.
First of all, yes, let's talk about Walt though. Walt.
Oh, he went off last game for sure.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he went off last game.
I mean, he went to the Titans. I think it's a good fit for him.
I think so too.
Yeah, and I think he's doing well over there. I don't know about Rookie of the Year, but I'll give him a high regard though. I will.
All right, last but certainly not least. He said, MVP.
We just talked about that, didn't we?
No, we were talking about Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah. I thought we did MVP first.
No, the MVP of the league. No, I did it in order from least to greatest backwards on purpose. And I know that because I've been working hard to try to remember them all.
All right. I've been shouting TJ for a while.
So TJ for MVP.
I've been shouting TJ for
Give me a top three MVPs. Top three.
And this is the crazy part. So, TJ and Malik.
Oh, you know we didn't do 6-man of the year.
Oh.
Wait, don't do MVP yet. 6-man of the year.
6-man. Okay.
He'll shoot it. Is my top.
He'll shoot
it. Nick and Nigel. Me and KB and Joe were rookies last season as well. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
No, you wasn't. You've been in the league before. You ain't no rookie. That's TJ.
I mean,
I don't want to hear it. He's been in the league before. Get out of here, TJ. Whatever, Darius.
If you played in the ABA and then you played in the NBA, that still counts.
Oh my gosh, get out of here.
That still counts.
He played with the Heat.
Dr. J played in the NBA and then he played in the ABA. They kind of give him the accolades from the ABA. Anyway, all right, so 6-man of the year. He said CI. Ooh, that's a good one.
CI was a 6-man?
Or did C.I. start?
C.I. started.
C.I. started? Oh, okay. Well, then, we can't use C.I. then. But yeah, he'll shoot it.
He'll shoot it.
Lance said
Tristan,
he'll shoot it.
Tristan
Didn't play
was a
long
6 man.
enough.
He came off the bench.
Oh, yeah. Between Tristan and he'll shoot it.
Yeah.
Because he'll shoot it. Didn't play long enough. Oh, yeah, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Because he'll shoot it actually was on the Panthers first. And as soon as he got over to the Chargers, he instantly started making noise. So, Lance, he played for a while. He said, TJ said technically, I don't know what this guy was.
Oh, my. Well, he was with RCBA.
He was RCBA. That's why I said ABA. But then, I don't like that because then that technically means I haven't won the championship. So, nah, that's the same thing. Anyway, yeah, he came off the bench. Tristan comes off the bench. Yeah, that was actually a Coach Miguel
that's his spark plug off the bench.
Yep, that was a Coach Miguel adjustment that I actually highly commended because that was actually a pretty dope adjustment.
Yeah.
So we got Tristan. That's my point. He got known from the Chargers. Nobody knew him. He only played like 2 games with him though. He only played like 2, maybe 3 games. So he'll shoot it. Tristan, is there a third?
Can y'all give us one? Because I'm trying to think of anybody else
that was with their team long enough to really come off the bench and make like that much noise.
I can't think of anybody else.
Titans, Chargers, Blazers. I think that's it. So if y'all got somebody else, y'all talk.
Y'all
let
us know.
Y'all got somebody
we
else
overlooked, so let us know if y'all got anything.
Anybody else that comes off the bench for 6 man?
I just can't think of anybody.
I can't think of nobody else either. Was Lance with Black Ice long enough? I can actually see that. Lance said DJ. I think DJ starts for the Blazers now, though, don't he? I think DJ is a starter.
I think it was flopped. I think
Lance Black
Jerome.
Ice.
I think Jerome
and DJ kind of subbed a little bit. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think one of them started, sometimes the other one. So.
Lance Black Ice, I think there's an argument to be made for that because he did start out the season and play almost over half the season. Okay, he said, Miguel said Baker, and I was thinking about it too because Baker does come off the bench too, though. And I was like, does Baker start or does he come off the bench?
I think Baker comes off the bench.
So I think we have to throw Baker into that mix as well for 6 man of the year. Is there any of this? Oh my God, I feel like we're missing somebody.
I do too, man. That's why I'm
trying not to move on because I feel like there's somebody that we are missing.
That's a good call out, though, Miguel. Good call out for Baker.
Atkins said Baker starts.
See, that's what I was like. Does Baker?
I know.
Okay, let's think about that lineup.
Well, I know. See, that's the thing. Corian makes adjustments based on games.
He does.
So I don't know, but we know for a fact every game Jason comes off the bench.
Jason comes off the bench every game. Yes.
So
yes.
All right. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that one. We can throw everybody in, but Tristan should win with no matter. I think it's a toss between Tristan and he'll shoot it. I think it's a toss. So we're gonna see what the votes do. All right. New Joe, Black Ice. So that honestly would have been my other one as well. I didn't know because they were saying they ain't played with certain teams long enough, but I'm like, that one. Joe coming off,
he's solid.
He would. I mean, what he's been for Black Ice off the bench has definitely been 6 man of the. So you know what? I'll throw that in there. Yeah. I'll definitely throw that in there. So that definitely, I would definitely go with that. All right. So MVP.
All right. As I was stating, TJ.
As you were saying, TJ. Malik.
It's hard to really go. Okay, here we go.
Okay, he said talking about Joe. Okay. Y'all throw these MVPs at us though. I want to see if anybody got any sleepers, like somebody that we would not expect.
Right.
TJ Speedy Gonzalez carried the team, game winner, 30 against the Wolves. Color push. It would be Kobe, full season. He came off the bench on the Red Hawks. Tyler, you messy. No question. TJ, Malik, or Gino. Khalil for MVP. Easy. All right, who else y'all got?
Khalil. DeMarcus Redhawks.
DeMarcus on the Redhawks. Josh on the Wolves. Okay. That's a new one. When the Chargers need a bucket, they know who to get the ball to. I gotta dispute that one a little bit because Malik is also that person in crunch time where
It can be Malik.
it can be Malik,
It can be Shaq.
it can be
It
Shaq.
can be Khalil.
Yup. They literally go to wherever
Wherever
the
the
mismatch
mismatch is.
Yeah, and there's typically one when all
They
three.
can go to Jamon.
They can go to Jamon. Like it literally just depends. All right, so my top three. I'm gonna go Malik, of course. I'm gonna go TJ, of course.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna throw another name in there that people aren't talking about.
I'm trying to think of a third. That's what
I'm gonna throw Desi in there. And I'm gonna tell you what, if you watch
Desmond Rush.
if you watch the Wolverine, TJ and KB, let them fight for it. TJ, you won one tonight, bro.
Yeah.
But the reason I throw Desi in there, if you look at y'all's team, I don't care what nobody say. You talk about consistency, all that type of stuff like that.
He consistent.
I mean, Desi Rush is a bucket.
Yeah.
So that's my vote. But y'all, we getting notes. We gotta close this show out. Y'all done had us on here for how long? Hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, look, yeah. That's
Hour and 30 minutes. Look, but we love talking to y'all though, and we looking at the viewership like y'all love talking to us too, and we appreciate it. But we are gonna go ahead and close the show out. You said yes, only 3 guys in the running. TJ's game winner, double overtime. I like TJ. That man get I mean, listen.
I've been saying TJ like about
I'm
all
saying
season.
TJ too, but look,
Yeah.
we're gonna vote on it. You know, the coaches are gonna vote. You know, all that type of stuff like that. But listen, it's gonna be fun, y'all. I'm looking forward to this playoff series. I'm looking forward to everything we got going on in the playoffs, this championship. Did I miss Defensive Player of the Year? I guess you did, sir. You missed it. Sorry.
But you were.
You were one of them.
You were one of them.
But yes,
sir.
you did
Yes.
miss it. But
Our show
listen,
starts at 8:15/8:30.
so yeah, sometimes a
Just
little,
let you know. Just
in
let you know.
between 8:15 and 8:30. Depending on the day and time.
But you were on there. We did mention you.
We did.
I think he was first.
He was the first, but your
one.
brother is right behind you. So,
Yeah.
Just saying. Anyway, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. TJ said, great weekend of games. When does the schedule come out? You guys will have that schedule tomorrow. So, be on the lookout. You will have it tomorrow. But beyond that, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching tonight. Thank y'all for staying up late with us tonight. We had a couple extra things to talk about tonight. So, we had to get into it. But we appreciate y'all. And, we'll see y'all on Friday or Sunday. Anything else you want? Or Saturday, when the schedule comes out. Y'all know.
Don't be promising dates because you know how they gonna be.
Wait, gotta talk to RJ about how he
Man.
played that game though. Missed free throws and blown defensive assignment. Hey man, we ain't gonna go back into that tonight.
Yeah.
Because I know Coach Kai ain't finna go into that. We're gonna leave that. But listen, good night, y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all this weekend for the games. James, appreciate you for the compliment. I can't talk no more. It's too late. We love y'all. We'll holler at y'all next episode.
Go to sleep.